Hello YouTubers, SB here bringing you the long-awaited FAQ video! Hoorah! Anyways, I just first off want to say sorry for taking so long. With me trying to get through that summer class and then going on vacation, coming back from vacation, then try to get my chaotic life together, time hasn't really been of my own. But nonetheless, I got it done. And second off, I want to say thank you all for the wonderful comments. I really do appreciate your guys' input. I figured most of you guys would subscribe because of my voice acting and whatnot, but you know, I just wanted to see what else there was. Anyways, I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me blabber, so let's get to the meat and bones of this FAQ video. What type of computer do you have? I have a Dell Latitude E6410 laptop. It's what my parents got me for college last year, and I've had no problem with it. What mic do you use? The mic I use to record lines and such with is my Guitar Hero mic. Yeah, I know, but hey, it gets good quality and I'm not complaining. The thing was, this past Christmas my brother did get me a new mic to replace the Guitar Hero one. Unfortunately, the quality is not all that great. But I still kept it because it's a lot easier to use, especially in Skype calls because it has its own mic stand and such. Plus, it kind of counts as a backup, you know, in case anything does happen. So basically, I use the Guitar Hero mic still to record lines and such with, and I have my other mic for Skype calls and to have as a backup. How did you become so popular? I don't know, you tell me. Could we become friends? If this involves the whole will you accept my friend request thing, the answer is no. Now, please don't take this personally. I just don't like to accept random requests from people I don't know and that I don't really talk to. Would you voice in something for me in general? In general, no. With my chaotic life as it is, I really just can't accept random requests anymore. Pretty much the only way you can get me to voice for you is if A, I know you, B, you have a certain amount of subscribers, or C, preferably both. What was your first year on YouTube like? My first year on YouTube? Basically, the only way I can describe it is just a lot of experimentation and exploration. The thing was, when I first got onto YouTube, I knew nothing about voice acting or machinima or anything like that. But when I did get into it, it just led me to so many different things, and it just led me to figure a lot of stuff out and meet a lot of cool people along the way, and that's basically what my first year was like. Just a lot of exploration and experimentation. How did you get such awesome friends? Again, you tell me. Can we add you on Skype? Same thing with the whole friend request thing. The answer is no. I just don't accept random requests from people I don't know and that I don't talk to. How long have you been voice acting? Well, I've been basically voice acting since I got onto YouTube, which was 3 years ago. So, I've been voice acting for 3 years now. Have you ever thought of doing commentaries? No, not really, but the more I look into them, the more interesting they seem. I mean, that's if I can find something to commentate on. If I manage to find something I would like to do a commentary on, I might think about it. What is the most random moment or moments you've had? Do you mean like life in general, on Skype, YouTube, Mario Kart Wii? I mean, that's a very vague question. I mean, I've had plenty of random moments. And there's not a single one that's not really coming to my mind, but if I can do like a general thing, generally the most random moments I have is when I'm in a call with Speed Jolt and Poke Ninja. You will lose your sanity when you're in a call with those two. What is your favorite VA role? My favorite voice acting role. Vermilion Rose, hands down. Aw, come on. You all know why I'd pick that one.
Not Vermilion Rose.
What made you become a voice actress? Well, that's kind of a long story. Like I said earlier, when I first got onto YouTube, I knew nothing about voice acting, machinima, or anything like that. Basically, the main reason why I got my YouTube account was so I could look up Legend of Zelda videos, because I was a very big Legend of Zelda fan back then, and I still am to this day. But anyways, I'm looking through some videos, and I find one that says Twilight Princess movie auditions, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I click on it, and it's basically a Twilight Princess fan-dub. Now, I'm asking myself, okay, how do you make an audition over the internet? So I left a comment saying, hey, how do I make an audition? She was basically clear in her explanation, saying, you need a mic, record yourself, put it in a video, upload it to YouTube, and that's how it's done. Thankfully, I had this 20-year-old mic that my grandma gave me with a tape recorder not too long ago, and it somehow worked with the computer, and it got really good quality, so I was able to record my voice and put it in a video, upload it to YouTube, and that's basically how it all started. And she was really impressed by what I did, even though I wasn't exactly the greatest back then, but she really enjoyed it. And then other people began to notice, and that's basically how it all fell into place. Yeah, not the best story, but hey, we all have to have a beginning, right? Are you going to continue voice acting? Of course! I mean, I'm not gonna back down now. Good grief. Think about how many machinimas and other things I've voiced in. That'd be a great disappointment to just back down all of a sudden. But I will have to be realistic here. Not to sound pessimistic, but at some point, yes, I will have to stop voice acting. But I'm gonna come to that road when I come to it. And don't worry guys, I will let you know when that time comes. Why did you choose Zero Suit Samus to be your avatar? Well, it was kind of a spawn of the moment thing, When my texture hack creator, Zero Wolf, first asked me, do I want a texture hack? I was like, yeah, everybody else has one. He was like, okay, what do you want? And I was like, oh dear, I have no idea. So I'm just thinking to myself, most girls would either pick Peach or Zelda because, they're the princesses, they're elegant, they're pretty. I just wanted to be different. And not many girls had, Samus as their texture. Zero Suit Samus, to be precise. So I was like, I'm gonna go with her. And she's kind of the character that kind of resembles what, I'm kind of like. I'm kind of like a tomboy. I'm not the princessy, elegant person, really. I'm kind of the tomboy who likes to, do the guy stuff. But anyways, and just thinking about, her character too, as a bounty hunter, I'm thinking like a camouflage palette, because I was always interested in camouflage. So that's basically the main idea behind my texture. And then the other things kind of came as time went on. But yeah, that's basically why I chose Zero Suit Samus as my texture hack. If teaching doesn't work out for you, what do you think your second option would be? Very, very, very good question. And I'll admit it's not the first time somebody has asked me that. Especially this past summer, I've really been thinking about, what else would I want to do with myself? And if I had to pick something else, I'd probably go somewhere in the field of media arts and design, which includes cinematography and video making, or even possibly computer science, working with the different computer programs and even video game graphics and that cool stuff. But as of right now, I think teaching will work out. But who knows what the future holds? And this leads to our final question, which probably has the longest explanation. Are you going to make a machinima? If you're referring to a full plot-driven machinima, unfortunately the answer is no. And I have two major reasons why I don't make full plotted machinimas. The first just being my life as it is right now. With being a college student and being away and focusing on my studies, I don't really have that kind of time to be making a machinima. It's a long process, you know. You gotta come up with the ideas, make the scripts, get voice actors for characters and the scripts to said voice actors, wait for lines, film, edit, yada yada yada, yeah. Very long process, and with my life as it is right now, I just don't have that kind of time. Which leads into the second point, which is just like the machinima in itself. You know, everything I know about hacks is what I taught myself. And, you know, here hacks are constantly being changed and updated, you know? Now we have like these cool animation hacks so we can move characters however we want. And just for me to teach myself how to use those kind of animations and stuff, it would take me way too long. Plus, like I said, I don't have that kind of time. Plus, the editing software I have, it's not the greatest for machinima. Yeah, it's a step up, but, you know, to get really good quality, I would need something better. And for me to upgrade to a better version, it would cost me nearly $50 to $100, and I don't really want to be wasting that kind of money, you know? Especially for something I may not even really use that often. But, you know, that doesn't mean I'm not going to make machinima at all. Like you've seen earlier, if I get a good, you know, Skype call, or a birthday video, or just a random idea pops in my head and I get the motivation to do it, yeah, I'll definitely make a little something small. So basically, to answer the question, no, I'm not going to make a full plotted machinima. However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to machinimate at all. Okay? Well, that wraps up this FAQ. Thank you all for the wonderful questions. Hopefully, I was able to answer them to your satisfaction. If you guys have any more questions, well, there may be another FAQ in the future. Well, guys, this is SB signing out. See you guys later.